Morning. We'll load all of these, I guess, today. Blessings and peace. These ones will load later. I'll do a quick intro, and then we'll finish up with these morning revelations. All right. Man, he helped me through. I was pissed. I woke up, and we're emotional human beings that actively participate in the moment, and what we're getting, what we're receiving, what we're doing. And I woke up this pissed. I sat down and watched the supplemental disc. I accidentally put the supplemental disc in for Monster-in-Law, and I saw they're fun to watch, the featurettes, but you have to be able to analyze and see through them, and the whole thing, well, this is a movie, and they want to sell the movie. Okay, now if you're going to sell the movie, the star has to be a really neat person that everybody wants to know and love, right? They can't sit there and say, no, man, she's full of herself. I mean, she puts on a great show for being really nice to everybody and anything, but technically it's really just all about her. She's full of shit. No, I would shit my pants right on the spot if I saw a supplemental disc that actually had that. No, man. She can't keep a marriage because she won't stop going out and having all the guys around, so the husband either tries to beat her or cheats on her. Yeah, that's what happens. It's obvious. You can just tell. That's what would happen if you had a supplemental disc if I was an actor. Yeah. Yeah, no, we cause our own problems. What's your problems with your marriages? Oh, they're pretty obvious. I would like to see people treat people with more dignity and respect. I'd like to see world peace. I want to save the world for the children, and I'm willing to do anything to get it. So I lose my relationships because all this stuff that I do here and these movies and stuff like that, I speak not that much eloquently and not that much what they would consider intelligently, because you seem to throw away all your money and your fame to save the world for the children. You're a crazy fuck, Ralph. You don't get it, do you? I think you just said what you said, and if you sit down and go home, pray over it and analyze it, you'll wake up tomorrow and realize you're going to be a crazy fuck like me. I'll see you. Have a good day. Blessings and peace. How are you? How you feeling? How you let me know. What happened is I was really pissed because I woke up and I went to bed last night and I saw all this stuff, and I'm like, well, who's talking to me about that? And then she sat and she talked with me, and she told me that you're not always talking to her. You're talking to her in spirit. You relative challenged mook. You're so attached to her, you can't see her as a spirit. You're seeing her as a human being. You're looking at her in the flesh. Is it just because you want to put your penis in her? Well, that kind of crossed my mind. Okay. So she's joined me out in the future. And then she said, why didn't you take me with you? Because it's hard enough sitting there watching them do that to you than it is. How could I sit there and watch them do that to my girl too? I know I know. I love him too. He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It makes me feel like I'm so fucking ugly. Because of what Joe described to us. Well, we feel better about ourselves. We're not run down. He's gorgeous. And I personally think Jesus is gorgeous. I think the ugliest of all three is me. I guess that's why you run around with the entourages and I'm all alone. But you couldn't watch. It's bad enough to watch yourself get. I don't know how to explain this, girl. But the look on your face, or her face, I mean, just leave me alone, okay? He did the best he could, and then B's all pissed at me too. You didn't think that I would have a similitude in the future too? I end up on the moon with Muhammad? Yeah, but I get to come visit you. There's people up there, there's women, and yeah, but I'm in my 30s, spending a life up there with Muhammad. Yeah, he's just a guy, but he's not. You're with Muhammad. I come up and visit you, but your similitude his wife, not a good idea. And I know. And it's just to keep things extraordinarily intelligently safe and molecularly stable, you got to stay up there with Muhammad. Muhammad volunteered. It's to give us perspectives that go beyond what most normal human beings would have, because they have the abilities, they take on the responsibility, and they volunteer for it, which is why many people in Islam see Muhammad as higher than Jesus, because he takes such a... He's 67 years old. He's lived out most of his life. He's loved his wife and his children. All he's going to say from the time the way the mullahs and everything are acting, you know, for the ambition, they're always there. Okay, they're always there. And Saladin, you go study him, and it's the same thing. And you go watch the movie Kingdom of Heaven. It's, you know, I feel sorry for Islam when it's no longer Saladin. That is, yeah, it's a human condition. There's always the Brigham Youngs and the others. Why have you forsaken me? There's always the Brigham Youngs. He wrote it. I didn't do it. I'm not putting down a bad man. A man that betrays it. There's always... Judas didn't betray me. Asked him to do it. Joe didn't ask Brigham Young to hate black men and Indian Native American men. Judas... It's what... Never mind. I see. He lost family to an Indian raid. Why does he hate the blind raid? Okay. I'm sorry. It's just, Judas is the same thing. He's, you know, he's angry because of the occupation, and it's become so impoverished for the Hebrews. They lose family. He's lost a wife, and he's lost kids that starve because Judas is part. He's, you know how the Samaritan ladies put out in by the wells, and they're in the, what are you doing in this ash fucking can? You're a Hebrew. Well, he was raised with Hebrews, but I'm actually a half-breed, and so I get treated like shit too. So how are you doing? What kind of Hebrew are you? You talk to people like you're inappropriate. Oh, I am, really? Well, you're the one who's, yeah, okay. And then he tells her all about, well, they are talking about you, but I know you're her. Well, it's obvious. They said, you know, you're the one. They're all sleeping with your boys. They're the ones, your friends. They're not your friends, are they? You know it. Okay, it's cool. What kind of guy are you? Get out of my business. I'm going to help you through this. Okay. Just relax. You're going to go into town and tell everybody about me. Why? Everybody always does. Because people are gossipers, man, and they just talk. They love, people like to talk. Lord, don't they love to talk. And it's through the word that I help change things. So I'm going to talk to you through this girl. Let's go. I do it for everybody. Oh, yeah, crazy motherfucker thinks he's Jesus. My name is Ralph Earl Parsons, Jr. I am a descendant through the line of King David. I am Jesus' nephew. Jesus is Jesus. Ralph is Ralph. How many times do I have to get this across to you morons? Shut up. You deserve it. I told you, my job is to make them hate me. I do it well. And then to kick their ass, like they told me in the Mormon church, wham! And then pick them up and love them and show them the way and get us back on track. My heart hurts, my body hurts, my head hurts. I'm all alone. I'm pissed off, and I'm sick of his shit. I don't want any more entourages. I don't want any more fucking money. I don't want to sell any more pieces of plastic. This, that, or whatever and stuff like that. I want you to get your shit together right fucking now. I want you to change. It doesn't just change overnight. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. If you want to preserve your marriage and you're out fucking around, you stop fucking around today, and it changes overnight. You take your spouse into the bedroom and you make glorious love to them, and then you change and you realize that day, Dickens. I'm going to beat the Dickens into you and the Scrooge out of you. Wake the fuck up. It's my job. They told me to do it. Hirschman Hirschman doesn't know who Jesus is, just like I didn't know the real Jesus. I always knew him, but there was always that bought and sell Jesus Corp bullcrap because of the mistranslation with the whole understanding of a lot of things, especially sin. Wickedness. We're born evil. We're born in their original sin. We're evil. It's wicked. We're just born to be wicked. No. Muhammad tells me a child is born with a heart of gold. He's a golden plate to be written on. He said, yes. The children are the yes. And Joe does too. Given those two right there, that's gospel. All right? So, and Haile Selassie does too. So that triples the gospel. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And then when Lim sat there and told me whose parents teach the gospel, and it's true, and if you ask a Jew, it's true. The Hebrew translation of sin means missing the mark. That doesn't mean that we are wicked. It means that we cannot. We have to hit the mark in order to save the children and to get them through to adulthood, to teach them to hit the mark. It's simple math instruction and understanding. It's basic molecular understanding of science. It's basic science. It's basic relativity. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Then when that happened, the Bible was... Einstein had misinterpretation, had bad information. Hirschman had bad information. That's why I can't talk with him that much. That's why he's heading all those good-looking women, getting manipulated by Hitler and his cronies and everything else. And that's why his beautiful lady that he falls in love with is too. That's why she's mad at him and he's upset with her. That's why I can hardly talk to him when he's dying. She didn't do it. She did. I know she did, but she didn't. I mean, she thought you... Dude, you got to understand how horrible things are now. They don't have the electronic surveillance seeing everything to be able to, well, here's what really happened. And even that stuff can be manipulated. So just trust me. She loves you. It may not be for like 300 years from now, but she loves you. You'll get back together someday. This is some molecular transfiguration. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Just 300 years? How does this shit all work? Oh, he knows. He's got an idea. That's what Hitler and him, that's why they're all trying to, because Hitler's cronies and stuff he hangs out with all these stuff and they talk with the people from the descendants of the Aleister Crowleys and they're all working on all this shit together to keep it all. They have the Freemasons and the whole whatnot. Hitler's one of the guys. Hitler tries to flip the script on because they're all like that. I'm going to be top dog in charge. I'm going to get rid of all the competition. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Satanism will always be here. And it'll come in the form of a woman, it'll come in the form of to try to look at it. No, it's in all of us. It's the holy jihad. And you tie it down in yourself. The battle is with the one-eyed man. It's himself. Because he's given the lie of Jesus and the truth of Jesus. And it's really hard to see because all the people he loves believe the lie, and the one who's telling him the truth is making him see things intelligently, but it's hard because he has to... What? I've got to leave. No, you don't have to leave. You just have to help them see. It's that simple. We have surveillance. We have technology. We have I saw it. It happened. It's real. I saw it on the TV. Yeah. It was on the internet. Yeah, no, it's Jesus' nephew. He's kicking everybody's ass. Well, I was right on a lot of things, Whoopi, but I was wrong on a lot of things too. Yeah, gay people are okay. Abortion is something that we definitely want to stop. I was right on abortion, but we're not able to force our will on that and judge on that. That's between them and God. But we are supposed to all be anti-abortion. It's just that we can't legislate that moral and dictate that because there's been rape and there's been lie, and innocent man will end up in jail for raping if we enforce a law for no abortion. And so it's between them and God to work it out. And if you do the math on it, Ralph's quite right, and of course, well, he's Jesus' nephew, and he's quite right on this, and there's not really much you can do with it. You can hit it with a stick, but it's not going to change. So, because, well, say, like, in the case of rape or incest, then it would always be rape or incest anytime a girl wants to get an abortion. Would you trust somebody like Amy Suzanne Farber? No. Then, well, don't do it. You cannot legislate morality. No. That's Solomon 101. God, I'm getting so much smarter. Now I'm really turning into a hot blonde. Okay. Love you too, baby girl. I don't want you to be. No, people do, and I take it. I'm really got a close connection to Whoopi Goldberg. It's a Jew thing. I really like her. She's a lot of fun. Girl, stop that. That's funny. Okay. God, I love you. You're funny. You're cool. That's all right. Yeah, I know. Don't buy the press. Don't be. I get you. Some people just, girl, when you gotta bring it real, don't judge me. All right. When you gotta bring it real, you gotta. If you want to get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And if you want to come in through, you gotta kick a little ass. And it's just the way it is. And he told me that. Go get him. So Hirschman couldn't see, and that's a big problem. Buddy too. Buddy with the Bible and stuff, and he grew up in the Bible Belt with the whole thing, and then it's like, I'm just gonna go live it. This is how I think Jesus would be. I'm going to go play the Apollo. I'm going to go. And he's kidding. He doesn't get as clear as transmission of Scripture either, because he doesn't have the Jesus that I end up getting through the Mormon Church and through other people and through the Eckankar and the whole. Yeah, Harold Klipp helped me, because he helped me see that. He's like, well, the lies that Twitchell told, about were the Heck Masters to make himself into one of the masters of the universe. The lies that he told helped me see Jesus as one of many instead of just the one, because God is all. So he helped me see the Sigmod as totality, but there are no omnipresent masters of men. No, it's an impossibility. You can't be one with God and deem that you are God in totality. That's a mathematically fallacy, and it's mathematically impossible. And so to try to pass it off is just ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Like Mike Tyson says about rappers, it's ludicrous how talented they are. It's ludicrous. I love that. Man, Mike, you can't judge Mike Tyson, and he has a lot of really beautiful points to him, and with the ferociousness and the things that he's raised there and stuff like that. I like Mike. I do. I like Mike Tyson. I don't judge nobody. I kick everybody's ass when they. You know what you're doing, right? Okay, fucking stop it then. All right. And I was told to. All right. I understand why you are upset with him. Okay. Okay, Jenny Lynn. Okay. Brocky Hussein. I understand why you guys are both upset with him. It's a human thing. You guys have it you guys have a relationship with him at not just a spiritual level, but a very humanistic level. You're his best friend and his girl. We'll spirit up our strong signal line synapses. Yeah, so and the stuff was rare, and we had our scraps back then, and we did and it's for me, it's just hard, because it's like, he goes to get his best friend and take him. Why'd you do that? Because he loves you. He's on the cross, man. He's worrying. What about go get him. He's gonna go kill himself. Go ahead. Who cares? Fucking asshole betrayed you. No, he didn't. You've all betrayed me. Who else is dying up here with me? I told you not to do it. I told you. Go spread the word. Stay alive. Whatever you do, I will find you. We're not this. Are you not getting it? I have to be the example. If you all die and we all do the example, it's either all or not at all. Yeah, then it's not going to be as well. It's like with the Spartacus and the 6,000 of them definitely. Well, but just meant don't do it. But if there's just one, then it's like he's the only one that was willing to go. Yeah, it's writing the script to put it in, to focus it on one person. I can handle it. They're going to pray to you for 2,000 years. They're going to throw everything on you. They're going to treat you like shit. They're going to murder you again in the future. They're going to do this. They're going to be horrible to you. They're going to put prayer groups together for your plane to fall out of the sky. You'll have he doesn't, we have miscommunication. He's looking in New York City for this beautiful Hispanic woman. Yeah, because he's praying to God. And you only get shadows. And so he thinks that, he goes looking like I was looking. Why? Because you look. You come looking. Where is she? Somewhere out there. You do. I don't know what's going to happen with my life right now. I really don't. I do care, but I don't. Because I don't want to know, and I don't want to force it. I'm tired. Like I told you guys, man. If they're going to keep fucking around with all this bullshit, I just want to go to El Paso and see what happens. I want some semblance of love and life, and to watch and see how I get through this, and how we get through this. Like Patrick, Patrick's just resolved himself because he's strongly connected to me, and he's seen more of because he's wise. He's seen more of the pessimistic point of view because he doesn't like to be overly optimistic. because he knows what they're capable of doing. He's a lot like Solomon. So he's sitting there seeing and that's why he's sad most of the time. I can think of young today, that's what they're heading for, and that's what they're going to do. It can go in different directions. So he's pretty much taking the worst possible outcome and seeing how he's going to survive in it. He's a smart kid. He's my son. We'll be back. We'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't forget. It just gets, once we wire in, it gets awfully distracting. All right? Just get over it, man. This is how it works. Shut up. All right? Blessings and peace.